Hey guys, fellow squad mates, this is Chase of Spades, and I have returned again with another quick squad kit breakdown. Today we're talking about the Combat Engineer and the Sapper. The Combat Engineer kits are very similar. Both of them are available for selection from the squad menu if you have 3 or more members in your squad, and both of them can dig very fast. They can both dig 3 times faster than any other kit with a shovel. I'm going to break the two kits down further separately and give you some basics on the use of the equipment, since they're under the specialist roles and not necessarily meant for direct combat. They're very similar, but they do fill different niches. The Western countries, the United States, Britain, Canada, and Russia, get the Combat Engineer. And you can only have 2 per team, even though it only takes 3 squad members in the squad to unlock the kit. You get a rifle that will not have a magnifying optic. You see here the US team has a red dot. I know the Russian AK will just be iron sights. And as you can see down in the bottom, you only get 4 mags ammo. I'm going to change bags. So, you're not going to be doing a whole lot of fighting. You're not going to win many gunfights. You get binoculars because you have a non-magnifying optic, a knife, smoke grenades, shovel, like everybody else. But no frags, no pistols. And instead of frags and pistols, you get 1 brick of C4, which has a 30-second timer, which is automatically activated upon placing it. I'm going to run down here just for an example. There. Now you got 30 seconds to get yourself and everyone else out of the blast radius. You also get 1 anti-tank mine. This big honkin' thing. Both the anti-tank mine and the C4 cost 50 ammo to replace. You also get a toolkit. There we go, nice big boom. You also get a toolkit so that you can help repair damaged vehicles, or if you come up across a logi and you're recovering it and the enemy team shot out the tires, you can fix the tires and drive it away. You get a set of sandbags here so you can help build the fob, or razor wire. You get 1 spool of razor wire. Those are your very own special deployables. As a combat engineer, you should always be behind the combat line, away from the hot zone. If you have to use your rifle as a combat engineer, you have failed. Either you should be behind your own lines, driving logi trucks, bringing supplies to the fob, or at the fob digging, building, you got to build that super fob. And, if you come across an enemy and have to use your rifle to defend yourself, then your team is not doing their job, and the enemy is getting behind your lines. But, that being said, keep your eyes up. Always be watching for them bad guys. The more eyes looking, the easier it is to spot them. Don't let your guard down too far. The other thing combat engineers are good at is on the other side of the firing line. Being behind enemy lines. Plant mines on the roads that the enemy is using. Be sure to dig the mines down into the ground to hide them. Sneak around, dig enemy radios, plant C4 on them. By the way, C4, like I detonated earlier, only does 75% damage to an enemy radio or fob. So if you do find a radio, you have to dig it down, damage the radio with your shovel enough that the model for the radio changes. Once it goes to the next level down, it's weak enough that you can just throw your C4 on there and leave it, run away. And then once the C4 explodes, it'll be gone and completely taken care of. What I most suggest is you get a friend, a battle buddy, someone to go with you, and you grab an MRAP, or if necessary, the transport truck. Not a Logi, the transport truck. And then these vehicles carry 300 ammo. See, up here, 300 ammo. Mines costing 50 ammo each. That's 6 mines, plus the one you're already carrying. So that's 7 mines. Take the MRAP, drive it behind enemy lines, have your battle buddy operate the turret, cover you. You can sneak out, drop mines, take ammo off the MRAP or the truck, and just dump mines everywhere behind enemy lines. Use that 50 cal, shoot up the enemy Logi trucks, shoot at their helicopters. Just generally be a nuisance. But, you know, if you have to use your rifle, that means your position is compromised and it's a lost cause. You've failed your job as a sneaky combat engineer. And those are the two things combat engineers are good at. So I'm going to switch to the sapper kit here and finish explaining this for you. Next is the sapper kit, which is similar to the combat engineer. However, it is only available to the militia and insurgent teams. And unlike the Western nations that only get 2 combat engineers per team, the militia and insurgent teams can have as many sappers as there are squads. You can only have 1 sapper per squad, but so long as there is a squad with 3 or more men in it, you can select and deploy as the sapper. They're very similar to the combat engineer. No pistol, binoculars, rifle with iron sights, smoke grenade, shovel, couple bandages, you know, stuff that everybody gets. You also get the same anti-tank mine, and in this case it is a brick of TNT, but it is still a drop it on the ground and forget you placed it there, run away. It's got a 30-second fuse kind of explosives. However, the damn, we don't have any motorcycles. Alright, I'll just tell you instead of show you. Instead of getting the toolkit, the sandbags, and the razor wire that the combat engineer does, the sapper instead gets an IED and some rocks. The rocks are very important. I will demonstrate. So let's say this is an intersection here. You know, we've got a road coming this way and the road coming this way. And, you know, the road continues this way behind us. So we've got enemy vehicles coming down this road. So we don't want them, you know, to go this way. Our fob is over here. We're going to plant a mine, and that will stop enemy vehicles coming this direction. You dig the mine down to hide it. And then you can put the rocks on top of it. And that hides the mine. It's a little less obvious. Especially if it's kind of off-center to the side of the road, where there's, you know, other micro-terrain. And another thing that I like to do is to use other rocks and, you know, create decoys. So if I put a bunch of rocks over here, that's going to be easier to spot. They're going to see those and they'll avoid that. Hopefully that will trick them into turning and going that direction where our mine actually is planted. The IED does not have a timed fuse. Instead, you get this cell phone. Flip. Good old flip phone. And you can use it to call the IED. So you don't have a timer. It's an on-demand weapon. There is a 4-second delay from when you press the button to ring the phone to when the call connects and detonates the IED. You can plant up to 10 mines on the map, and you can plant up to 5 IEDs. The IED, when compared to the C4, is much more powerful, and you do not have to dig down. You know, if you sneak behind an enemy line you're on the radio, you don't have to dig down the radio if you plant an IED on it. It's more powerful. But if you use the timed charge, it is not as powerful, and you will have to dig down the enemy radio a little bit. You can also put these IEDs on motorcycles and drones, and fly them around or drive them in. Have someone else drive the bike and just radio you, hey, call it. 4 seconds. Big boom. Their ammo cost is the same. So the mines and the TNT are 50 ammo, just like with the Combat Engineer. However, it is 100 ammo to replace the IEDs. The utility of the IED is only limited by your imagination. You can put 3 or 4 of them together. I suggest planting multiple mines together. A single mine is enough to destroy light vehicles, so Logis, scout cars, MRAPs, techies, so on and so forth. If you put 2 of them together, the heavier vehicles, the IFVs, the APCs, will be destroyed. If you plant, I've got a mine here, I'm going to drop a second mine here, far enough away that, their momentum after hitting the first one will carry them over, and they'll run over the second mine. And the second mine will destroy the vehicle. Or you can put them in a triangle shape and have, 1 mine at the point, and then 2 more. If I put 1 mine over there and these 2 here, that would be to stop vehicles approaching from this direction. And then if they hit a mine placed here and continue to roll and hit these 2 mines, 3 mines together like that is enough to kill a main battle tank. Instantly. Boom. Dead. So, a sapper is kind of just a sneaky combat engineer that doesn't have to be as sneaky. You get to be more aggressive. Take a motorcycle that carries 150 ammo. Get behind enemy lines and drop mines, plant IEDs. Just be a thorn in the backside of the enemy. If you can't get a motorcycle, the transport truck will carry 300 ammo. Or if you get a battle buddy, grab one of these Dishka techies that also carries 300 ammo. And you can get way in behind enemy lines and make everything a pain. It does take multiple IEDs to destroy vehicles, so it will take 2 IEDs to destroy any vehicle. But 3 for larger, more armored vehicles. Don't quote me, I'm not 100% sure, but I want to say 4 IEDs is what you need to destroy a main battle tank. It may also only be 3, like APCs and IFVs, but if I was doing it, I'd do 4 just to be safe. But again, that's going to cost you 400 ammo, so you got to be careful with your resources too. Anyway, I'm going to get you some combat footage, and I hope you guys learned something. A little bit of the methodology now that we're getting deeper into the grass with our squad loadouts. Anyways, see you guys in the field. Party hardy.